Hello and welcome to Stuff They Should Have Taught You in School, and I'm your host, of course, Mr. Monsui. Right, firstly, thank you to all new and existing subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Well, actually, you should appreciate it more. You should, hopefully, the aim of this podcast is really just to help as many people as I can do something better. Don't just stay in the same shit that you've always been. Do something better, grow and learn and expand yourself. But anyway, just a reminder, this is done in one take, and so there's going to be some long pauses, ifs and ums and ahs and stuff like that kind of stuff. But anyway, on to it. So there is a ideology around, especially in the entrepreneurial world, I'm going to do it all myself. I have to do it all myself. Trust no one and all this stuff. Okay, so I think we should debunk this a little bit, because fair enough, trust no one. I do understand that, and I don't trust many people myself. But what I mean by this is the trust that you give people has to be limited. So, for example, I can't just say, okay, I trust someone or I don't trust them. It's more like, okay, so I trust my dad to say hello to me if he ever sees me on the street, but I don't trust him to do my accounts because he doesn't know about that stuff. The same thing goes for your friends and stuff. So you can trust them to pay you back £5-10 maybe not so much 10, maybe not so much 50, 100 quid, or maybe certain friends you trust to pay you back, certain friends you don't. This can be used in the business world as well. So when you're delegating tasks, which you have to do, and I'll get onto that in a second, but you limit the trust at first and you test. Give a person a task, for example, going through your email, and then you test it, and you see how they get on. You do random check or full check, see how they get on, see if you can work with them and that kind of thing, and then you can expand that trust. You don't ever say like, I trust them or I don't trust them. There's levels to it. So I may trust person A with my I might trust my accountant with my tax return, but I don't trust him with my life. I don't trust him with my car. I might trust the mechanic with the car, but to a certain extent, a limited extent. So I trust the mechanic just to do the work I told him to do, because I'm confident that he can do that work. For example, I'm confident that he can change the tyres, because the mechanic does a tyre changing job all day. But I wouldn't trust him to do an exhaust system if he didn't know how to do it. So I hope that makes a bit of sense. So this whole myth of never trust anyone, don't trust anyone, all this stuff, it's just absolutely false. It's real bullshit, really, because you have to trust people at the end of the day. You have to trust that if you get paid from clients, you have to trust that you're going to get paid on time. If you you have your electricity supply, you have to trust that they're going to provide you with that electricity. Your phone, you have to trust that as long as you make your payments, you're going to be able to use your phone. There has to be trust in this world. You can't go throughout this world without trust, and that's just the fact. So forget trying to be like, I don't trust no one, I keep my cards really close to my chest, no one can ever see what I'm doing and all this stuff. To actually grow, and this is me bringing me on to my next point, to actually grow and to actually do something big in this world, you have to delegate. You have to do things, you have to get other people to do things for you, and you have to trust them and rely on them to do those things. There's not a single company out there, a successful company out there, that has not outsourced or has not had some staff, even I will say outsourcing, but I mean outsourcing their own workload potentially to in-house staff or admin jobs which a business owner would be doing at the beginning, outsource that to in-house staff or other staff, whether they're remote or whatever. But you have to do that to grow and to learn and to expand your business, no matter what it is in. Because it's analogous to this, that if you are constantly working in the business, and specifically in the business, you're working in the business, doing the day-to-day running of the business, you're managing the sales, you're closing the sales, you're doing the marketing, you're doing the customer support, you're doing the admin, you're doing all the ad hoc stuff, you're going to the post office, posting letters, whatever it is. I don't know what you do. These are just some generic things. You're doing all of that stuff. You're essentially working in the business all the time. You're head down, arse up, working 70 hours or whatever it is every week. If you're head down, arse up, digging a hole, you ain't seeing where you can't see where you're going. And for that reason, there's no progress. There's no, okay, I'm here and I want to go there. How do I get there? That question is not asked if you're head down, arse up all the time. You're just too busy in the day-to-day thing. And the thing is it may cost you now a little bit to employ some staff, even part-time staff, or use some software to outsource some of your things like payment chasing. There's loads of software that will help you do that. You basically take the hit of that cost at the beginning, and it will free up your time. And when it frees up your time, then you can work on the business rather than in the business. So instead of being head down, arse up, you've got your head out the sand and you're looking, where am I going? Okay, the business, you're the boss of your business. Or really, it's not even just about if you have your own business or any of that stuff. Because really, what it is managing your own life. Because if you manage your personal life like a personal life, you'll get personal life results. But if you manage your life like a business, you'll get business-like results. So then you think, okay, this is where I am in my personal life. I'm working 9 to 5. I leave at 8 o'clock and I come home at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, 1 hour before and after I'm eating. So that means I've got 3-4 hours in the evening. Okay, maybe 1 hour I will chill out, and the rest of the time I'm going to figure out how am I going to grow, how am I going to get better, how am I going to get out of this job and free up my time, how am I going to make more money so I don't have to work, or I can at least reach financial independence. What ideas can I start thinking of where I could start a business, or I could do something extra where I can make more money and eventually free up my time. And maybe that 4 hours or whatever in the evening is occupied by housework. So what happens if you took the paid £10 an hour and got someone to do your housework for you, or delegated it, or did something like that, so that you essentially, because what it is there's an old African proverb, I think it's an African proverb or something, that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, and if you want to go far, go together. I'll say that again. If you want to go far, no, I almost messed that one up. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The reality is that everything you're using right now, that phone that you're using right now, or laptop or whatever, you didn't make that. You relied on someone else to make that. The room you're sitting in now, you didn't make that, unless you're a builder, and you built your own house or wherever you are right now, but you didn't make that. The bottom line is you didn't make half of the clothes you're wearing. You didn't make that. You relied on someone else. You can't do everything. You just can't. You can't be a jack of trades and a master of none. You have to use the specialists for the specialist areas and get amazing results with them. Don't try and do it yourself, because you'll get shit results. You may even have to do it again, and you're going to waste your time, and your head down, arse up, and you don't even know where you're going. To delegate a little bit, free up your time and make that money back with that free time. That's what you need to do. So the reality is that most businesses pretty much all businesses have experts, have other people that they bring in that help them, whether it be professionals such as accountants and lawyers, or whether it be people who have been in business before and they can bring a new side of the story to your business or your situation, like a consultant basically, or a mentor. So in summary then, really, trust is not an on or off thing. It's not yes I trust them, no I don't trust them. It's limited, and trust will grow with time as you can give your staff member or whoever you've outsourced a little bit extra each time you monitor have they done it correctly. Is this the type of person I want to work with? Do me and them get along? Will they help me grow my business? Will they help me expand? Where am I going? It's literally have that vision in your head. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? How do I get there? How do I get there? Okay, right, okay, I need to do X, Y, Z. Okay, but I can't do X, Y, Z because I'm doing A, B, C, right? Okay, A I have to do, B I have to do, C I have to do, D, okay, D, what about D? Okay, maybe D stuff I can delegate. And maybe some of the C stuff I can delegate. Maybe going to the post office, running these kind of errands I can get someone to do for me. Maybe I can, in this country, in the UK, you can hire an apprentice. The first 3 months you pay nothing because government pays it, and the rest of the time you're paying them like literally like such a cheap salary. It's like literally like £4 an hour, whereas minimum wage is like £8 an hour. You can see there like the cost isn't too much, or you can use things like Fiverr or outsource it to different countries where it's even cheaper. But really, if you're going to skimp on the outsourcing, the job may not be the best. You want to make sure, the idea here is sacrifice a little bit of money to free up your time and got no headache. That's what it is. So anyway, I was sort of trying to summarize this up. But see, this is what happens when you sort of do things in one take, is you jump around a little bit, but I hope I get my point across. In summary though, trust is not a yes or no thing. It comes in stages, and it should be limited, but then it should be reviewed and expanded to different areas if necessary. And the other thing is, and the main point of this episode is, if you want to go far, you have to go together. If you want to go fast, go alone. Go move with other people. Let them help you and you help them. And use experts. Look, for example, in one of my businesses that I have, I'm in property. So, someone might think, oh, I'm going to save a couple of grand, I'm going to do all renovation myself. No. You're going to waste so much time while you have your finance cost. This is just one example. Waste so much time while you have your finance costs going on, and you're not going to do the best job. And you're going to have to be learning it and doing it first time, and that's going to cost you more time. And then the other thing is that the job that you do might not be the best, and you may have to get someone in to redo it and things like that. Whereas that if you paid someone to do that, the time that you would have used can then be used more productively. So do what you're good at and hire people to do what they're good at, or what you're not so good at. And this is how you get business results in personal life. You take your tasks, okay, these are things I have to do, and then you delegate them out. You say, okay, you do that, I'll trust you, check. And this is what I done actually. I in fact even got my younger brother, who is very young, he's still in primary school, and I got him to do some of my tasks for me. And got him to do the task well. And he as you may know, but this is the corona time for COVID-19, and we were in lockdown, and basically I realised that all the stocks are crashing. I educated myself in that a little. I knew some stuff, but I educated myself a bit more, and I came up with a system of analysing companies. I created the system, I created the procedures myself, and invested that time, and then I outsourced that to my brother. It could be done to anyone, but outsourced it to my brother. This guy, who is in primary school, has analysed today about 200 companies for me. And out of the 200 companies that he's analysed, maybe 5 or 6 were buys, were ones I wanted to buy, based on my own system. So that's how you do it, really. You create the procedure that even a kid could follow, and then get someone to do it for you, pay them, and I paid my brother, and pay them, get them, hopefully they'll do a good job, pay them, and free up your time. Time is, after all, that is the most valuable asset. And sorry, I just had a phone call come through, but anyway, the other thing is, I do take, so thanks for listening, and I do take topic requests, so you can email me at monsui@icloud.com, that's left in the show notes, so please check that out, send me an email, let me know what you'd like to hear, and go from there, matey.